Boyfriend, 41M. Told me, 31F. To shut the F up at dinner out tonight. John and I have been dating for 4 months. He's been verbally abusive in the past. But we have been giving our relationship another go. Tonight out at dinner, outdoors and COVID safe. We were chatting while waiting for our meals to come. It was extremely loud outside and we had to practically shout to each other to hear anything the other person was saying. We were talking about how he's been getting guys adding him on Facebook and popping up in his DMs. It's just been a funny thing to muse about because neither of us know why he keeps getting this kind of attention. He opened one of the messages and it was pretty long, and I giggled and said, "You should ask him why he thinks you're gay." John responds, "Shut up. Shut the fuck up. That woman next to you looked over." I sat there in silence. I've never been told to STFU by a boyfriend before. I sat there until the meal came and did not move. He kept saying things to me like, "This is pretty awkward. You're just sitting there. Should we just leave?" Well, I'm still gonna eat. He never apologized, and just acted like he hadn't just told me to STFU. After about 15 minutes I look up and he's smiling at something on his phone, which hurts my feelings even more so because he not only doesn't feel remorse for telling me to STFU, but he's having a good time on his phone. So I get up and leave him there with that giant meal in front of him. Too long did not read. Boyfriend of 4 months told me to STFU at dinner. I walk out on him in the restaurant, presumably humiliating him. Did I overreact? He's been verbally abusive in the past. But we have been giving our relationship another go. More than once and you're still with him. Why though? TBH, some relationships people swear between each other like this. Like my roommate and her boyfriend for example. For me, I would not like that style of relationship, but that's me. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. He's been verbally abusive multiple times and doesn't feel the least bit sorry about it. Ask yourself why this relationship is worth continuing. This is supposed to be the honeymoon period. Imagine how nice he's going to be when the new relationship becomes routine. You're dating someone you know is verbally abusive. Why? Where are your standards? Block his number and let this be over. It's only been 4 months and he's already yelling profanities at you. How long before his abuse escalates to physical violence? You mean your ex-BF, right? Based off of this post alone, he's definitely acting like a huge asshole. You know he's verbally abusive. I'm sure you know somewhere that you need to leave him. Do it and open doors for people who are going to respect you. Why are you trying so hard after only 4 months? And you try to give your relationship another go. Girl, just sail far, far away on the ship. 4 months. Verbally abusive in the past. Couldn't care less why you just sat there and ate his dinner. What are you doing? You know this is fucked up. You made this post, so do you need permission or agreement? He sucks. Here it is, he sucks monkey balls. Dump his abusive ass. This is the honeymoon period, so this is his good behavior. Run. Don't walk. To the exit. That's an immediate dumping. No adult relationship should ever include that kind of verbal abuse. That isn't what love looks like. You can do better. Tell him to take a hike. Let me get this straight. The relationship is only 4 months old. He's already been verbally abusive before this point. You, a 31-year-old woman, did not dump him the first time he was verbally abusive to you. There is nothing to salvage here. This should still be the period when everyone is on their behavior and you feel you are walking on cloud 9. Give yourself the respect of seeing trash for what it is, and move on from this garbage heap of a man. What? Why are you doing this to yourself? You've only been dating him for 4 months. He's not a good boyfriend. Being single has got to be better than this. You did not overreact. Broken record on that. You walked out on him at the restaurant. Keep walking. You don't need a verbally abusive jackass in your life. Dating for 4 months and was verbally abusive in the past, but we gave our relationship a go. Why would you do that? You 100% see what's going on. He's verbally abusive. Move on. Ex-BF. Ex-frickin' boyfriend. My goodness. Please. Just drop the volatile loser. You live, you learn, you avoid toxic people. He's 41, you're not fixing him. This is who he is. It's only been 4 months. You should be in the honeymoon phase, not receiving verbal abuse. At 4 months people are often still hiding their worst traits from each other. So either he's decided not to, or there's worse to come. At 4 months in, you shouldn't already need to be giving things another go. If it's this bad now, how bad will it be in a year or two? Get out while you can. You're worth much more than this. Dump him. My ex-boyfriend was verbally abusive and used to shout at me in public when we were just 7 months into the relationship. We were together for 2 years. I should have left earlier. When I tolerated enough and mentioned that I wanted to end things, he stood up and said, "F you," with 2 middle fingers up at me. I felt so happy when I left him. I think this dude might be gay. He's single at 41 because no woman in his age group will have him. He is not a catch. Throw the crappy fish back in the water. Unless he added Donnie at the end and happens to be a big fan of The Big Lebowski. H is an asshole. You've only been dating 4 months and he's been verbally abusive before. It's not going to get better. Why are you allowing yourself to be treated this way? Where's your self-respect? Just leave already. Please visit. Leave. He was not only rude and crude, he seems to find his phone more of a smiling priority than his own so-called soulmate. Wonder who she is. Leave him. If he is like this after 4 months, what is he going to be like in 12? This has to be fake. You know he's verbally abusive but you're still dating him. He's been verbally abusive in the past. Which was when you should have said goodbye. But we have been giving our relationship another go. But you decided to ignore what he did before and he hasn't changed a bit. Shocked Pikachu, astonished face. You should marry him. He will change. Trust me. My first rule of relationships: communication is key. My second rule of relationships: don't be with someone who is abusive. Why are you still with him if he was verbally abusive before? I didn't even read past the first line. Like you say that and then act surprised when he does it again. Talk about surprised Pikachu meme. So as someone who was married to someone like this, please leave. He is showing you who he is and it will only escalate. There is no misunderstanding, no excuse, no alternative. He is simply abusive and you don't deserve this. Being in an abusive relationship is like boiling a frog. At first the water is warm and then too hot and then you have to jump out to save yourself. Please end this and go no contact. He's either gay or super homophobic. Either way, you should leave. Never go back. Stop giving this loser second chances unless you want to continue to be screamed at. That's what he does. Either accept it or leave. He's a loser. And deeply insecure. Not worth it. I've only been seeing a guy for 2 months and we're very much still in the process of getting to know each other. I like him a lot and want to dare him, but I'm still trying to make sure I know him before I fully let him in, cause I'm gotten too close too quickly to people who turned out to be toxic. He's showing you who he is and he's already done it. Dump him now, sweetheart. He told you to shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. You did what he asked, and I'd even take it a step further and never speak to him again. Like you said, this isn't even the first instance of him mistreating you. There are times when second, third, fourth chances work. Save yourself. Your time, your energy, your money, all of it, and leave him. 4 months and he has verbally assaulted you more than once. Why are you with this guy again? He's so scared a total stranger might find out someone thinks he's gay that he's willing to let that same stranger hear him verbally abuse you. The fragile masculinity on this guy is through the roof and he's showing you he's willing to hurt you to preserve it. Why did you sit there that long afterwards? You said this isn't the first time he's been verbally abusive. Why continue to go back? Human beings think we can change each other. We can't. I hope you getting up and leaving means you're done with him. Girl, this is not normal behavior. You do not tell your significant other to just STFU. What would happen if you decided to get married to this douche? Are you gonna take it? Remember your worth. Leave him. Disrespect in any relationship is uncool. Why are you with him? He doesn't care how you feel. He's been verbally abusive in the past. We dated for 4 months. I made it a paragraph in before I realized you should leave him. This is 2021 and I'm wondering why you are still in this relationship. The title to your post should have read My Ex-Boyfriend. 4 months. This is the honeymoon period of your relationship. This is him on his best behavior. It will not get better and this abuse will tear you down. Please don't tolerate such disrespect and indifference. Why are you with someone who is verbally abusive in the first 4 months? You barely know him and what you do know ain't good. 4 months is too short a time to be starting giving it another go. No, of course you didn't overreact and you know it because the fact that you walked out shows you have self-respect. Smiling on his phone. Power play by a narcissist to get you upset and running back to check who it is. You are being manipulated and please get the hell away from this prick. This man is an abuser and a bastard. Run. Run fast. There is no amount of understanding that you need to display to excuse him acting out towards you. This is flat out wrong behavior. If during the dating period, the honeymoon phase, he pulls this shit. Imagine down the road when you disagree on how to parent a child out in public. As a mama of daughters, my vote is to get rid of this guy fast. He's 10 years older, has a history of being verbally abusive, is extremely insecure in his sexuality, and blatantly ignored the rude as fuck thing he just screamed at you in public. Dump him. Block his number. Get far away from him sooner rather than later. No, you did not overreact. He is bad news, end it. You are underreacting to this POS. Only 4 months in and this isn't the first time he's been verbally abusive. I cannot figure out why you would want to be with someone like that. The red flags say run for the hills and work on your self-esteem because you deserve so much more than this.